Okay.
Chale, I love your sari. This is beautiful color, black and
Wow,
white,
I
black
thought
and
what
red.
to wear. Then I thought it's best to Guftagoo is actually Urdu
Yes.
word. So the best part would be, I think, sari only. Thank you so much.
Here. And I'm really happy that Dimple Rawat, squadron leader Bharat ki Shaan, is sitting in front of me and making us proud. And today we learn a lot from her. So thank you for your precious time. Let me know, tell to all of us, to me and all of us, कि आपकी जर्नी कैसी थी, कैसे आपने स्क्वाड्रन लीडर से अपना एक्सपीरियंस किया, भारत के लिए काम किया, और फिर आप इंसानों के लिए, मतलब एक पूरे ह्यूमन रिसोर्स के लिए एक डिफरेंट चीज कर रहे हैं, एक लीडर की तरह उभर रहे हैं, वो कैसे आपकी लाइफ में है? गिव मी योर एक्सपीरियंस, हेल्प अस विथ योर एक्सपीरियंस. गो अहेड डिंपल.
So thank you, Diksha. I think first of all, when I talk about my journey, I have to, tell you the childhood. So I have all wonderful memories of my, childhood. We are three sisters, and I did my education from different places because my father, he was into government job. So major part of my studies I have done from Tejpur, Assam. It is a remote area in Assam. And then after 12th, I joined my engineering. And when I was in the third year of my engineering, there for the first time, I encountered an advertisement. And there in that advertisement, I saw one lady officer wearing the uniform. And it was written that Indian Air Force is inducting women officer in the engineering branch. It was very fascinating. And, there was no one in my family from defense. And very few girls used to be in defense forces those days. Very, very few, I would say. And I think my batch was fourth or fifth batch. So I said, this is actually an area where I can explore, which will give me an opportunity to serve the mother nation, as well as will bring a lot of pride to my parents. And this is the right, choice. I should really try. And then I prepared for it. I, did my, gave my FCAT. FCAT is Air Force Combined Aptitude Test. After that, the SSB. And finally, I cleared the medical and I joined Indian Air Force on 6 July 1998 in the engineering branch. So I'm a missile trained person, I would say,
Wow,
engineer. Yeah.
superb.
So I was working. Yeah, I was working in the Russian missiles. They are called, Pechora missiles. I was working on surface to air missiles, and at the same time, I was also HR leader for the units. So we have a big station, then we have small units. So I was the HR head for units, and this is all what the 11 years which I spent with the Indian Air Force were full of adventures, challenges, and learning, lot of learning what I had through both the wars where I participated, the Kargil war and the Operation Parakram war. I
Wow.
think fantastic, momentous journey I had with Indian Air Force. And after that, when my tenure completed with Indian Air Force, I went to IIM Calcutta for a certification course for 6 months, and I did my MBA in HR. And then, I joined a company as HR head called Wenderland Industries. And this company is a Dutch company. And then it was in Pune. I worked there. And then my husband, he got posted to Delhi. So then, later on, I shifted to Delhi. And for the last 9 years almost, I'm working with Barco Electronic Systems Private Limited. So the journey continues.
Sweet, sweet. Very beautiful. So how this happened with you? Like you say कि आपने मदर नेशन के लिए काम किया, जो बहुत ही उम्दा और बहुत बड़ी बात है. और आई एम श्योर जितने भी लोग चाहते हैं कि कॉर्पोरेट नहीं, पहले अपने जब आप यंग होते हो, यू वांट टू सर्व मोर, यू वांट टू सर्व टू मदर इंडिया, राइट? सो दैट्स इम्पोर्टेंट. और वहां से ट्रांजिशन आपका एचआर में कैसे हुआ? मतलब आपने एचआर की फील्ड ही क्यों चूज की? ओवर टू यू, डिंपल.
Okay. So Diksha, very interesting story.
Yes.
So first time when I, came to HR, it was by chance. It wasn't by choice, I would say. So I remember when I completed my training of 1 year with, the training, the basic training at Air Force Technical College. And then I went for the specific, specialization training on the missiles. So when after that, I came to my first unit, the day one of induction. So my commanding officer, he told me that you will have two offices.
Okay.
So one office, obviously the, related to the missile office, and other office he showed me was next to his own office. And that was the HR head office. And there was a beautiful team, very strong professional team of 6 to 7 soldiers. And you won't believe, Diksha, they had an experience of around 15 to 25 years. That
Wow.
was the average experience of that team. And through your platform, I would like to say thank you to them, because they were my teachers. I knew nothing about HR, and I learned from them. So I think that was the beginning of my HR journey. And Diksha, you'll be surprised that I started enjoying that role, as I was enjoying my technical role. And sometimes I feel that more of HR person I became, because the kind of war experience, we had the role of HR.
Hmm.
Actually, if I tell you, the role of HR in corporate and in the military is not very different. Huh? So there also you have, all induction of the new soldiers or the officers who come to the unit. Then there is an annual, appraisal cycle is there. I remember in 1999, we used to have the do this appraisal on the hard copy, the papers, and then
Okay.
it became online. So then the coaching, the training and development, counseling is very important part of
Hmm.
defense forces. So almost I think all the functions and sub functions of HR are same in the military also. So this then I really started enjoying that. And because I think one more thing which I noted was, when I was a only tech flight commander, I had 80 people whom I can influence and add value in their lives. But here, when I became the unit HR head, there I had around 300 people.
Wow.
So these 300 people I can
Hmm.
influence, I can create value for them, and I can have them engaged and inspired. So I think that was the beginning of HR, I would say. Yes.
वाह वाह वंडरफुल वंडरफुल मतलब आपने बताया कि एचआर का रोल डिफरेंट नहीं होता चाहे आप किसी भी प्रोफेशन में हो बी इट आर्मी
Absolutely.
इंडियन आर्मी और बी इट ए कॉर्पोरेट वंडरफुल सो आई वुड रियली वांट टू नो कि इंसानों को समझना बहुत ही चैलेंजिंग और बहुत मुश्किल होता है करेक्ट तो कैसे मतलब मेरे को एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा है दिमाग में कि कैसे इंडियन आर्मी में डिफरेंस है और कॉर्पोरेट में डिफरेंस है इन टर्म्स ऑफ हायरिंग पीपल सो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस एज बीइंग एन एचआर in Indian Army and in corporate and hiring people. So what's the basic difference, or if there is no difference, let us know. Over to you, Dimple.
Okay, okay, great. So I will actually, answer your question like this,
Yes.
Diksha. Human being are, human are the main pillar of both the world, the corporate or your military, you
Mhm.
know. So the selection is totally different. So if I talk about my own selection, I will tell you how, when you go for the exams, there are a lot of criteria. So the first criteria is that you need to have some kind of percentage in all your years.
Mm.
Like I did my engineering, so I need to have 60% aggregate. That's the first QR. Then you have to have the aptitude and technical test around the subject or the branch you are selecting. And
Mm.
after that, the SSB, when you go to SSB, Service Selection Board, it is a comprehensive test. So the day one is your psychological test. You have already cleared two rounds. One is your QR of 60%. Second, you have cleared your FCAT, the Air Force Combined Aptitude Test. Now comes the third round, the psychological test.
Correct.
There is a series of tests on that. This thematic test, they will show you some, pictures. You need to write the stories. They will give you some words. You need to make some sentences. So it is all psychological. What kind of psychology you have.
Mm.
Can you take the pressure? Can you motivate people? Can you inspire your team member? Even to the extent that you are ready to, give your life for the country. So this is a comprehensive test which takes place. When you clear the third round, then only you go for the next round, which is your individual. So then after clearing your the psychological test,
Mm.
you have to go for other rounds like individual tasks, your group task,
Mm.
your panel interview, and lot many. And after that you have your medical exam. So
Mm.
you need to be medically fit. But I think in corporate, the medical fitness is not to that extent, I would say. And otherwise it totally role based. Even in the corporate we have a job description, and similarly as the military. But I think what we're looking for in military is the officer like qualities. And even, I mean, you have to be motivated and inspired to give your life to the country, to the nation.
Absolutely,
I mean, that
absolutely.
is what, yeah, that is what I can say. It is similar only, but it is totally the job requirement. The job
True.
description for both the corporate as well as the military is different. So
True, true,
that
true. Perfect, perfect.
I knew that HR was actually running into my blood, and I became very strong in the power of human connections.
Hmm.
And I had decided that I went to IIM Calcutta, and there I remember asking one question to one of the professors, that what I need to change in me, so that I'm successful in the corporate world. So that professor, he told me that you don't have to change anything. You know, you are perfect. You have the strong power of human connections. The only thing which you need to change is your weapon. You no more
Wow.
will be using the weapons
Wow.
like revolver, Stain MC,
Yes.
but you have to use your empathy, compassion, or the communication skills which you have.
Yes.
So that's why then when I came out, and it was all which was by choice, that HR I'm going to select.
Superb. So you said HR is in your blood, right? Wonderful, wonderful. I think compassion. You have this aura. You have this beautiful. एक होता है ना कि आपके आसपास ही वो एक mother feeling होती है कि oh my God, she's the one I can go and look up to, and she's the one who can help me out. Wonderful said, wonderful. So let me know, like आप अपनी पूरे life, आप अपने पूरा दिन कैसे, आपका दिनचर्या क्या है? आप यूजुअली इंडियन आर्मी में लोग बहुत डिसिप्लिन्ड होते हैं, you have to wake up at this time, you have to sleep at this time, you have to eat like good foods and do some sort of exercise. So what is your life day routine basically, and then how you manage after इंडियन आर्मी के बाद भी आप अपना मैनेज कैसे करें? क्या आपको कोई challenges आ रहे हैं? Over to you, and the message to stay fit to the audience. Over to you, Dimple.
Okay. So, Diksha, I think the foundation has become very strong because of 11 years of rich experience. And I'm still, connected with Air Force because my husband, he's still serving in Indian Air Force. So we have those strong, I think, discipline values. I still get up at, 4:30, and I give 1 or 2 hours, morning hours to my own development, I would say. I do my meditation, and I do a lot of reading in the morning, and then some family time together with children and husband, and then I am fully energized for the day. So I think discipline, my walks, I do a lot of marathon. So you won't believe, Diksha, I never used to run even 2 kilometers before joining Indian Air Force, but today I run marathons. So
Wow.
I think all credit goes to the kind of training we had in the training academy of Indian Air Force. So this is this keeps me energized whole day. And if you want to know how I spend my day in the office, I can actually continue with that.
Sure.
So if I talk about my role presently in Barco, it has evolved over a period of time. So when I was hired 9 years back, I was the talent management head as well as operation head, HR operation head. So now, for last 2 years, I have been taking care of the HRBP, HR
Mhm.
business partner for 6 verticals, and plus the operation HR team, and HR admin team is also part of my me. So how I divide my day is that I have I have divided the time for my team member, one team member, then the business people, the employees, and then the business leaders. So mostly 80% of my calendar is already, agenda is already fixed 1 week or 2 weeks in advance. And then I ensure that during this corona, here we need to have connected with all the people. So all these 400 people for whom I am the HRBP, once in a month, I do talk to them one to one. It is not possible, but in a team. So all the teams, we have HR catch up or coffee session with HR,
Wonderful.
virtual coffee sessions,
Yes.
and there now we discuss not only about the the challenges they're facing in the work, but also about the families. For the first time, we have started discussing because of the, I think,
Wow.
pandemic, and even for my own team. So because they don't see we don't see each other now, we are working from home majorly. So what we do, we have a virtual meeting in the morning with mostly we request each other to switch on the camera, so that we see each other and feel that sense of belongingness, and we're working for the same purpose. So this I do every day with my all the team members. And then definitely with the business leaders, I sit with them. And then we discuss about the strategies or the obstacle if they're feeling, because I strongly feel as the HRBP or HR person of
Yes.
any organization, your job is not only to provide the care, you are a caregiver, it is okay, it's a privilege, I would say, but also to give the sense of belongingness, sense of purpose, sense
Hmm.
of team working, or apart from this, very important role of HR is to give the employees a company which is successful in the market, which is winning in
Absolutely.
the market. So I
Absolutely.
think this is how I spend my day. And when I come back, my children are waiting at home, and then I help them with the homework, and you're preparing for the next day. And it's very important to give the quality time to the children. So sometimes I will read books with them. So this is how I spend my day, I would say.
Wonderful, wonderful, very wonderful. I mean, from a person who cannot run 2 kilometers, now you actually run marathons, and you inspire people to actually do more and be healthy, have quality time, and lot many things. Wonderful. I have one question to you, Dimple. अभी आपने meditation की बात की, तो आप meditation कैसे करते हैं और आपके face पे जो ये नूर है वो कैसे maintain है अभी तक? So I really want to understand what is meditation for you and how you do meditation in your daily life. Over to you, Dimple.
Okay, so my meditation is different, Diksha. I would say, 1.5 years back, I encountered nature and Buddhism, and the chanting and wonderful. You sit in the morning and you just chant, you with your eyes closed, and then you are just thinking about your own happiness and spreading the happiness for the world, and also how to unleash talent of other people. So I think this is what it gives you, and I think everything is possible. It tells me that everything is possible, and then that beauty inside beauty comes outside, I would say.
Wonderful.
So this is what
What's
I
what's
am
that
practicing.
chant that you do every day? What's that Buddhism chant that you do every day? People want to
Okay,
hear.
so, right, okay, it is Namyo Horenge Kyo.
Yeah, for you, Dimple, ये जो हम लोग chanting करते हैं, for you, what is that? और आपको इस chanting से क्या बदलाव अपने life में नजर आए? ये बताइए, Dimple.
Okay,
Yes.
so I think Diksha, this is a mystic law. We talk about the mystic law, and it is the manifestation. It is a law of cause and effect. Like the lotus flower. So when it is actually giving out a seed, or when it is actually blooming, at the same time it also gives out the seed. So it's a law of karma, they say. And I think a lot of changes have come in me. I have noted this thing. So first of all, I have become more happy from inside,
Hmm.
and it is a human revolution which is
Yeah.
taking place for me and my family members also. So
Hmm.
it tells you that you don't expect changes from other people. You have to change yourself. You have to be that change. And it has actually given me, somebody asked Buddha, there was a quote, that what did you gain after joining this practice? So Buddha said, I have not gained, but I have lost the anxiety, depression,
Wow.
stress. So I would also say same thing, because I think the pandemic situation which we all are into, for such a long time.
Hmm.
So it is only the spirituality, along with your own whatever you are doing at office, at home. So it is the spirituality which is giving you that strength. And it has told me that nothing is impossible. You can do anything. You are, our mentor, Daisaku Ikeda, he says that today we are working with at only 1/3 of our potential. So we have so much of potential to unleash. So this is the law what we practice. Thank
Wonderful,
you.
wonderful, wonderful, Dimple. It's lovely to practice a chanting every day and you see a difference in your life that's happening, and it shows that is basically your face glow. You don't need soap and anything, you just need meditation. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, Dimple, moving ahead, दो बातें फिर हम आपके सक्सेस के बारे में पूछेंगे कि आपका पूरे लाइफ span में क्या सक्सेस स्टोरीज रही, that we're gonna come back on that question, but before that I have one small question with you. ये जो हमने पैंडेमिक की बात की है, अब आपको क्या लग रहा है, अकॉर्डिंग टू यू, व्हेन वी गोना कम बैक विद फुल बैंग? What's the date, what's the time, and what should be the difference between pre-COVID and COVID, post-COVID, in corporate lifestyles, in HR, especially being an HR partner? What is the challenges, or what is your take on post-COVID, full back into the offices? So over to you, Dimple.
Yeah, so Diksha, I would say that, COVID has taught us so much. And in fact, even including me, a lot of people are on self discovery mode.
Yeah.
We are chasing our dream and passions. So the COVID has actually, I think, the kind of the rat race we were into, we should not go back to that, right? And I think post COVID scenario, if you ask me, I really wish, we are well connected with each other. And yes, definitely it is going to have a lot of challenges, as you said, for the HR, because most of the companies are going to work, at least I think there are so many surveys which say 24 to 47% of the companies are going to work from home only, because they will be consolidating on the buildings, the cost cutting part. And we had a lot of inhibitions that how the virtual world is going to work. And the new normal has actually, the new normal is successful. And I think it is now the challenge for HR is how to keep that culture of the company, live, and how to protect that. And then also how to have the skill mapping, a skill gap. First of all, we need to identify the skill gap, because maybe we have to upskill few people, but that the gap identification, because people are working from home, how to do that, that would be one of the priority. I think one of the priority would be leadership, trainings, because we have seen that COVID has given us good leaders, I would say, but still few definition of leadership would change. Leaders with more compassion, empathy and compassion. They have to be better listeners, with empathetic ears towards the employees. And then about the technology, the world is becoming digitized. It has already become, because the survey, there was a survey which was done in 2014, where it was they were just discussing about the need of digitization. And there only 21% companies or executive, they said that they would like to go for digitization. But
Okay.
initial 2 months, we have already spent
Yeah.
so much of data, 5 years of data already we have spent. So this is what the power of digitization is. So now the leaders should also be more technology savvy, tech savvy, and more digitized. And I think everything has to be now go on automation mode.
Absolutely.
So these would be the few things which I think and also I think very important for HR is to give the wow experience, because we are all having the onboarding as virtual onboarding. So wow
Absolutely.
employee experience would be one of the not the challenge, but I think we all have to learn and continue to give that.
Superb, superb. So, coming back to the next question, we have like आपका सक्सेस जब आप स्क्वाड्रन लीडर थे, इंडिया को सर्व कर रहे थे, तब क्या था? और अब जब आप बेहतरीन एचआर है, तब आपका सक्सेस स्टोरी क्या है? Over to you, Dimple.
So Diksha, I think the definition of success is, for everyone is different, right? For me, it is the sense of contentment and happiness, which it gives you, and it is a perfect life and work life balance. And also, it is a milestone. No? It is a continuous thing. Success is not if you achieve something that is success, but it is a continuous process, and it's a milestone. So I think when I talk about the success in my life, I would say that the two transformation which I had, when I joined Air Force, that is the civilian to the military person, and again from the military person to the corporate person. So these were the two successful, I think, event or milestone of my life. And I think some awards which I got.
Yes.
And like when I joined Air Force, I was given the gold medalist in the training institute. So
Wow.
best, aeronautical engineer award I got. Then I got the prestigious award by Dasi. Dasi is actually the Directorate of Air staff inspection. So they gave me exceptional. So that's a very, very prestigious award in Indian Air Force. And after that, I think when I resigned in my last company, because my husband, he got posted to Delhi. So they were, I think that is my, that milestone also I will always remember. They were very upset. They said, no, we don't want to leave you. Let's work out something. You can work from home. You can work from Delhi. I said it will not work, because those days I'm talking about 2012. So we were not that technology savvy, and the virtual interaction was not that much given importance. So I think that. And last year I bagged 2 awards. So one in my own field of HR Excellence Award, and second is your Women Excellence Award, which I got. It is because of the kind of work I'm doing for the women empowerment, and it is totally my passion and dream. and through Wiki, Women Indian Chamber of Commerce industry.
Yeah.
So for that, I got one award. I think the journey continues, and I think one of the milestone for me, or I say that people of Air Force are still connected with me. My soldiers who have worked with me, my team member, my the teammates, they're still with me. They're connected with me. Is this gives me immense pleasure and happiness. So this is all success, I would say.
Nice, nice. Success is what you have achieved, and lot many things that you have achieved in your life, and lot many awards.